नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लाङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामी नामिने। कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं खलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ग्रंथेर आरंभे करि मंगलाचरण गुरु वैष्णव भगवान तीनेर स्मरणे होय विघ्न विनाशन अनायासे होय निज वांछित पूरन। So today is appearance of Sri Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. He is Gaura Shakti. He is the internal potency of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has various potencies in his Narayana form or in his opulent form as Gaura Narayan, that is in his while he was in his family life. Vishnu Priya and Lakshmi Priya, these two were his potencies. Whereas in his Sannyasa Leela or in his later pastimes, you can see, or you can say that Gaura Krishna, not only Gadadhar Pandit Goswami was not only present in the later pastimes, he was there, he was an associate right from his childhood when Mahaprabhu was going to school. Even at that time itself, Gadadhar Pandit Goswami was his associate. But what I wanted to say is Gaura Krishna's internal potency, Gaura Narayana's internal potency is Lakshmi Priya, Vishnu Priya. Gaura Krishna's internal potency means where Madhurya, where the intimate loving service is more predominant, there the internal potency is Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. So Gadadhar Pandit Goswami Gadadhar Pandit Goswami is one among the Panchatattvas. There are 5 different principles: Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Advaita, Gadadhara, Srivas. The Lord has appeared in 5 tattvas, and also there is another, that is Guru Tattva. It's called Shad Tattva. Guru Tattva means the Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru. Along with these 5 tattvas, it's total called as 6 tattvas. So all these are non-different. These six forms are Bhakta Rupa, Bhakta Swarupa, Bhakta Avatar, Bhakta Shakti, and Shuddha Bhakta. These are the five different tattvas, Pancha Tattva. And only for the sake of the variety in the pastimes, the same Supreme Lord has accepted five different forms, but in reality they are all one and the same. There is no difference. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam. Oh, before that, in Gaur Ganadesh Deepika, Kavi Karnapur writes, Shri Radha Premarupa Japura Vrindavaneshwari Sa Gadadharo Gaura Vallabha Panditakyakaha. Radharani, who is Vrindavaneshwari, is the what you call mistress of Vrindavana, or you can say the goddess of Vrindavana. She is Premarupa, Krishna's conjugal lover. That Radharani has now, in the pastimes of Mahaprabhu, appeared as Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, and he is called Gaura Vallabha, dear to Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Like Radharani is dear to Krishna, in a similar manner, Gadadhar Pandit Goswami is very dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is written, Gadadhara Panditadi Prabhura Nija Shakti Ta Sabara Charane Mora Sahasra Pranati. Gadadhar Pandit is the internal potency of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakhyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. The Supreme Lord has appeared in five different forms, Panchatattva. They are Bhakta Rupa, Bhakta Swarupa, Bhaktavatar, Bhakta Shakti, and Shuddha Bhakta. That Bhakta Shakti is Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. The potency is Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. पंचतत्व अवतीर्ण चैतन्य संगे पंचतत्व लय्याकरण संकीर्तन रंगे. With Chaitanya appeared this Panchatattva, all the five different manifestations, and along with these five manifestations, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has performed various pastimes of Sankirtana. He relished Krishna Sankirtana pastimes in company with these five different manifestations, although they are not different from him. They have manifested in various forms. Panchatattva ekavastu nahi kichu ved. This Panchatattva, all these five manifestations are one and the same. There is no difference. Rasa aswadite tattva vividha vibhed. But then, if they are one and the same, then why there are different manifestations? It is in order to relish pastimes. Now, Krishna is an all-enjoyer. He is Atmaram. He is self-sufficient. He derives happiness from within. But even though he is Atmaram, he is manifesting himself in different forms. Just like in Goloka Vrindavan, it's not because he cannot have pleasure within himself he has manifested, but it is for the sake of variety in the pastimes. Just for example, when we are cooking, we put various spices in it. Now, ultimately, we are preparing a vegetable only. But if we put all the different spices in different proportions, then the fragrance will be there, the taste will be there, the color will be there. So, these are the different features that become exhibit with the number of spices or the number of items that are put into it. In a similar manner, in order to increase the variety of the pastimes, if there is only one devotee along with Krishna, there is only one kind of pastime. Or, one kind of pastime. There can be several pastimes, but only one kind of pastime. Then, if there are more devotees, then more kinds of pastimes. Then, very, very, huge number of devotees or internal associates, more pastimes. So, in order to have the variety in the pastimes, the Lord has manifested himself in various forms. Not that they are all different from him, they are all one and the same from him, only all of them are appearing. In a similar manner, Panchatattva, they are all Ekavastu, they are all one and the same. There is no difference. But yet, the manifestation is in different forms only to relish different kinds of flavors, different kinds of mellows, and also to give to the devotees various kinds of mellows. This is the purpose. Now Mahaprabhu is also addressed as Gadadhar Jivan. Gadadhar Jivan means he is the soul, he is the life of Gadadhar. Without Mahaprabhu, Gadadhar Pandit Goswami could not sustain. We will read the pastime as we go along. But without Mahaprabhu, Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, his life is, he cannot survive. That's why he is addressed as Gadadhar Jivan. Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, he has appeared in Barendra Brahmana family. Varendra is one kind of, the high class Brahmanas, aristocratic Brahmanas, orthodox Brahmanas, where, all the rituals are properly performed and very high class, high grade, they are respected by everyone. So Gadadhar Pandit appeared in this Varendra Brahmana family in about 1486 AD in the month of Vaishakha Amavasya. Amavasya means the dark fortnight, that is today is the dark fortnight. On this particular day, he appeared in a place called Beleti Gram. Village name is Beleti, which comes in Chattagram district, Chittagong, the current day Chittagong district. And it comes in Bangladesh. Earlier it used to be within India, but now it is in Bangladesh. So that is the place of Gadadhar Pandit Goswami's appearance. His father's name is Sri Madhav Mishra and his mother's name is Sri Ratnavati Devi. And he has a younger brother, his name is Sri Vaninath, and he belonged to Kashyapa Gotra. For 12 years, Gadadhar Pandit Goswami stayed in Beleti district, Beleti village. It comes in the Chittagong district. In the Beleti village, for 12 years, till he was 12 years old, he stayed there. And later, he moved to Navadvip Dham. So, since then, he became an associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, right from his childhood, he was totally detached from material objects, material persons and sense gratificatory activities. And he was a brahmachari right from his childhood, and he had a very, very strong affinity towards Hari Bhajan. Seeing all these qualities in Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, Ishwara Puripad, when he visited Navadvip Dham, he made, or he taught Gadadhar Pandit Goswami Krishna Lilamrita. Ishwara Puripad himself is the author of Krishna Lilamrita. He taught Krishna Lilamrita to Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. Now, when Mahaprabhu was performing the pastimes of student in Navadvip Dham, he was such a scholarly person. He was actually named Nimai Pandit at that time. He was not Mahaprabhu for that matter. He was known as Nimai Pandit. So Nimai Pandit was a very, very scholarly person that no other scholars could come and stand in front of him. In the sense that nobody could stand in debate in front of him. They would lose very quickly. Because Mahaprabhu would speak and then he would establish a particular thing and then he would again refute what he had established and then again refute what he has refuted, means re-establish. So he had got this, amazing, skills. Seeing this, everyone used to be frightened, all the scholarly persons, to come in front of him. But on the other hand, the devotees were also frightened to go in front of him, because they would think that if we go in front of him, our time will be wasted. He will talk about all these topics, and then he will exhibit, his learning in front of us, and then he would ask questions which are, we have no time to answer all those things or get into those. Therefore, they used to avoid. One time, Mahaprabhu saw Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, and then he asked, Gadadhar, please tell what is the meaning of mukti. Then Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, he says that liberation from all the material sufferings is called mukti. He said that liberation from all material sufferings is the definition of mukti. Then Mahaprabhu had explained what is the true meaning of mukti, what is true liberation. Liberation does not mean, our Guru Maharaj used to say, liberation from what? You are in an unwanted situation. From an unwanted situation, you are delivered. That's not mukti. Just like you are sick. The sick is an unwanted situation. From that sickness, you got recuperated, means your disease is gone. You are liberated from the suffering. But it does not mean that you have become healthy. It is just that you have become free from sickness. That is what is liberation. Ordinarily, people think it to be so. In a similar manner, I have taken debt from someone. Now, I am in an unwanted situation. I am in a negative balance. Now, in order to be freed from the debt, I need to pay some money. So, I paid back my debt, and now I became free from debts. But it doesn't imply that I have become rich. Richness, to become rich, is totally different from becoming free from debts. So, Mahaprabhu has defined the meaning of mukti in a very, very devotional manner. Then, Gadadhar Pandit Goswami and all others who were present, they were astonished. Such a beautiful explanation of mukti. Then they thought from within, oh, if Gadadhar becomes, if Mahaprabhu Nimai Pandit becomes a devotee, it will be so nice. He has the capacity to explain so nicely. So they were all thinking like this. Anyway, as per the devotee's desires, the Lord will do. So after few days, he went to Gaya in order to give oblations to his father. And in Gaya, he met his Gurudev, Ishwar Puripad, and then he took Harinam and Diksha from him. And then the moment he took Harinam Diksha from him and started chanting the holy name, all the different feelings of ecstasy manifested in him. And now he is a totally changed person after coming from Gaya. Seeing this, all the devotees became very, very happy that now Mahaprabhu has become a devotee. One time Mahaprabhu told Gadadhar to everyone that please come to Shuklambar Brahmachari's house. I will perform pastimes. Now Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, he went there and then he had hid himself even before Mahaprabhu had come there. And then in that house, when Mahaprabhu exhibited the pastimes of being intoxicated in Krishna Prem, by seeing that, Gadadhar Pandit himself became, fainted by seeing that, intoxicated Prema of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Mahaprabhu told, Prabhu bole Gadadhar, tumi se sukriti shishu hoite krishnete kariya dridamati. Mahaprabhu is telling to Gadadhar, Gadadhar, you are very, very fortunate. Why? Because right from his childhood, right from your childhood, you have got inclination towards Krishna. আমার সে হেন জন্ম গেল বৃথা রসে পাইনু অমূল্য নিধি গেলা দৈব দোষে. But my childhood has gone useless. It's not that Mahaprabhu's childhood has gone useless. He has given, bliss to his devotees in a different manner. Because as I said that, different persons, different kinds of mellows. Therefore, in order to give that kind of relishment to his devotees in various forms, he has performed those pastimes. But he is telling that Gadadhar, right from his childhood, you are a Krishna Bhakta. But all my childhood is uselessly wasted for learning, for debating, for teaching, etc., etc. So, Painu Amulyaniti, I have attained this beautiful, invaluable gem or mine, but Gelo Daivadoshe. But due to my own misfortune, it's gone. So, in this manner, he used to speak very high about Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. And Gadadhar Pandit Goswami was also the one who would pacify Mahaprabhu when he was feeling extreme pangs of separation from Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. One time, when Mahaprabhu was extremely in an intoxicated state, he is searching for Krishna. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Then Gadadhar Pandit Goswami pacified him. Why are you searching here and there? Krishna is there in your heart. Why are you searching here and there? Then Mahaprabhu, this Gadadhar Pandit Goswami told in order to pacify him, to solace him. But after he listened to this, Gadadhar Pandit saying that Krishna is in the heart, immediately started piercing the heart. Just like Hanuman did to pierce the heart. Hanuman was once, given a valuable gem, Mukta Mala. And then he has taken the Mukta Mala, of the precious gems, a garland made of precious gems, and then he is seeing, he is biting them, he is throwing them. Then the person who has given, what are you doing? This is a precious gem, you are throwing those gems. Then Hanumanji is telling that I am seeing, is there my name of my Lord Ramachandra in it or not? I am searching for it. How much ever beautiful gem one may get, but if it is not, my object of worship is not there, what will I do with this? He is throwing it. Then he was told, he is there in your heart. Your object of worship, Rama, is there in your heart. Then Hanumanji started piercing his own heart to see Lord Ramachandra. So in a similar manner here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also was piercing his heart. Then Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, he again, he solaced Mahaprabhu. Sachi Mata saw this. Sachi Mata said, Gadadhar, you are an expert. You can pacify Nimai. Therefore, you always stay with him. So, in this manner, Gadadhar Pandit Goswami was blessed by Mother Sachi to stay with Mahaprabhu always. Now, after Mahaprabhu has, after he has taken this Harinam from, Ishwarapuri Pad, every day he would perform Sankirtan in the house of Srivas Pandit. Every night, all the devotees would assemble, and then he would dance in ecstasy, he would sing in ecstasy. One time, he is uttering the name of Pundarik. Pundarik re bapre amar. Pundarik, my father. Pundarik, my father. Pundarika is, in his previous Krishna Leela, he is Vrishabhanu. Vrishabhanu is the father of Radharani. And Mahaprabhu is Sri Krishna in the mood of Radharani. Therefore, he is telling Pundarik re bapre amar. Where is my father Pundarika? Where is my father Pundarika? Then everyone in Sankirtan, they were, who is this Pundarik? Who is this Pundarik? Then Mahaprabhu told Pundarik Vidyanidhi is a very, very advanced devotee. Very soon he is coming to Navadvip Dham. So, in a few days, he had come, Pundarik Vidyanidhi, and he had, made his house near Ganga. But Pundarik Vidyanidhi has outwardly exhibited himself as a sense enjoyer. So many persons would avoid going to him. He exhibited himself as an enjoyer. So Mukunda Datta and Vasudeva Datta, they also belong to Chittagong district, from where Pundarik Vidyanidhi also belongs to. They knew very well about Pundarik Vidyanidhi's glories. Therefore, Mukunda Datta one time told Gadadhar Pandit that Gadadhar, I will take you to a very nice Vaishnava. Let's go and visit him. Gadadhar Pandit was very happy to meet a Vaishnava. He told, yes, let's go. So when when Gadadhar Pandit was talking to Pundarik Vidyanidhi, he observed that Pundarik Vidyanidhi is leading a very, very lavish life. He has a very beautiful bed, which is bedecked with various gems, precious stones, etc. And then the mattress is as soft as the foam, and white, and surrounding all the places they are giving a very nice scent. So totally the ambience is, and then he is chewing pan, the betel nuts and the leaves. So the total ambience is like that of a sense enjoyer. So Gadadhar Pandit, right from his childhood, he is completely detached from all the material objects and sense gratification. He had no desire absolutely in those things, and he had completely avoided association of all the sense enjoyers also. So when he saw this, he was taken aback. What kind of Vaishnava did I come to? Mukunda Datta could understand that Gadadhar Pandit has got a sense of doubt in his mind whether Pundarik Vidyanidhi is a devotee or not. So immediately he recited verses from Srimad Bhagavatam in order to exhibit the real form of Pundarik Vidyanidhi. It was only an external exhibition by Pundarik Vidyanidhi as a sense enjoyer, but inwardly what his feelings are, in order to bring them out, Mukunda Datta had recited the following two verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. The verses are: Aho bakiyam stanakala kutam jigansaya paya apyasadvi lebhe gatim datruchitam tato anyam kam va dayalum sharanam brajema putana loka balagni rakshasi rudhirashana jighanshayapi haraye stanang datvapa sadgatim. Here it says, Sukadeva Goswami is telling, Aho Bakiyam Stanakala Kutam, the sister of Bakasura, that is Putana. She has anointed the Kalakuta poison on her breasts, and then she had come to kill Krishna. But Krishna killed her, and he has awarded the place of a wet nurse in Golok Dham. So that person who has come to kill Krishna, she was given such a high position. Therefore, who is more merciful than Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, to whom I shall take shelter of? So when Pundarik Vidyanidhi heard this, immediately he fell on the ground, and then he is doing somersaulting in various ecstatic feelings became manifest upon his body, and then he is chanting Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna. Then Gadadhar Pandit Goswami saw this, and then he was, now he is feeling sorry for having doubted the Vaishnava. So he was thinking, how can I free myself from the offenses that I have committed to him? He thought that only by serving his lotus feet I will be rescued, and that is possible only by accepting Diksha from him. So later he accepted Diksha upon receiving the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He took permission from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu told, yes, you take Harinam and serve him. So he took Harinam Diksha from him and then he served him. So he is a disciple of Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, is a disciple of Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Also the relation is Gadadhar Pandit Goswami is Radharani himself. And Pundarik Vidyanidhi is the father, Vrishabhanu Nandini, Vrishabhanu Raja. So, in this manner, Gadadhar Pandit Goswami took shelter of Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Now, here it's also written that in Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavat it is written that Gadadhar Pandit Goswami was an eternal associate of Mahaprabhu, or an associate during all his pastimes. When Jagai Madhai were redeemed, after that Mahaprabhu played in the Ganges water sports. At that time Gadadhar Pandit Goswami was there. Chandrasekhar Acharya house, Mahaprabhu had played the Braja pastimes. Gadadhar Pandit Goswami was present at that time also. In Shiva Sangan, when Mahaprabhu was exhibiting Mahaprakash Leela, at that time also he was there. At the time of Kaji's liberation, at the time of Mahaprabhu's sannyas, when Mahaprabhu was going to Nilachal Dham, when Mahaprabhu performed a Gundicha Mandir cleaning, when Mahaprabhu danced in front of the cart, and when Mahaprabhu took bath in the Narendra Sarovar and performed the water sports, during all these pastimes, he was with him. Now, Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, when Mahaprabhu was ordered by Sachi Mata to go to Nilachal Dham, Gadadhar Pandit Goswami also left Navadvip Dham. He wanted to stay with Mahaprabhu. So, he not only left Navadvip Dham, he accompanied Mahaprabhu to Puri Dham, he also took Kshetra Sannyas. Kshetra Sannyas means that within the radius of that particular Kshetra or of that particular place, one should not go out. It's called Kshetra Sannyas. So, Gadadhar Pandit Goswami has taken a vow that he will not step out of the Puri. Puri Dham, we think in the current, the Puri district, that is what is Puri, but Puri extends up to Bhuvaneshwar and even up to Cuttack also. That is the area of Jagannath's place. So that's all within the radius of the Puri Dham. So he took Kshetra Sannyas, means he will not step out of this place. He will not go to Bengal or any other place. Now when Mahaprabhu, one time when he came to Nilachal Dham, and then he took Kshetra Sannyas, Mahaprabhu gave him the service of Gopinath, Tota Gopinath. There is a nice garden, it's called Yameshwar Tota. There is a Yameshwar Shiva's temple. So in the garden of Yameshwar Tota, there is this Gopinath. Therefore it's called Tota Gopinath. So he was given the service of Tota Gopinath. During 1 year, when Nityananda Prabhu came to Nilachal Dham along with several of his associates, Gadadhar Pandit Goswami told that, you please accept prasad today in Tota Gopinath temple. Nityananda Prabhu said, okay. And then the beautiful scented rice that he had brought from Bengal, he gave it to Gadadhar Pandit. You please cook this and offer to Gopinath. So a beautiful offering was made, and then after that, not only Nityananda Prabhu, also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there. And all the three Prabhus, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu and Gadadhar Prabhu, all the three took prasad, and then there was a very nice feast, and Nityananda Prabhu danced in the courtyard of the Gopinath temple. Mahaprabhu had the desire to go to Vrindavan. Time is up. Mahaprabhu had the desire to go to Vrindavan right after his sannyas, but he could not go for several years. And finally, he decided that he would go via Bengal. Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, who has taken Kshetra Sannyas, means he will not step out of Puri, he said that I will also go with you. He simply followed. Several devotees followed him, and among them was also Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. So Mahaprabhu told, you go back, Gadadhar, go back. You have taken Kshetra Sannyas. Then Gadadhar Pandit Goswami says, wherever you are, that is Nilachal Dham. And my vow to stay in this particular place, let it go to Rasatal, the lowest of the planets. Means, I don't care whatever may be the outcome of it. I may have to suffer for it. I am okay to suffer for it. Then Mahaprabhu again told, oh Baba, it is not just that. You also have the deity service. Gopinath service is there. You go and serve Gopinath. Who will serve? Then he told, if I serve your lotus feet, it is serving thousands of Gopinaths. And Mahaprabhu tried to, make him understand, but he would not want to leave Mahaprabhu. He went along with him. Mahaprabhu could not say anything because he told that I will not disturb you, don't worry. I will not go with you. You go your way, I go my way. I will not disturb you. I will take darshan of Sachi Mata and then come back. You don't get disturbed. I will just be very, very far away from you. Mahaprabhu could not say anything because he is a very, very dear associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu, without Mahaprabhu, he cannot stay. That's why Gadadhara Pran. He is the life and soul of Mahaprabhu, is the life and soul of Gadadhar. It's called. Why? Because Gadadhar Pandit could not stay a second without Mahaprabhu. Anyway, so Mahaprabhu is going, and then when Katak came, then Mahaprabhu again called him, because this is the place after which, it's not coming under the Puri. The Kshetra is finished. So Mahaprabhu again called him. You see, your purpose is finished, that you wanted to come out of that, you wanted to leave Jagannathji, Gopinath Seva and follow me. That purpose is fulfilled now. Now go back. Whether you want me to be happy or you want your happiness, you decide. I will be happy if you go back and serve Gopinath and stay there. Decide whether you want your happiness or my happiness. If you say even a word after this, I promise on me. Don't say another word. So as soon as he heard this, he fainted. Gadadhar Pandit Goswami could not hear such a statement from Mahaprabhu. So he fainted, and Mahaprabhu went on his way, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and others, they brought back Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. Mahaprabhu told, hey, take care of him. We are leaving. After he comes back to consciousness, take him back to Nilachal Dham. In this manner. So, there are one or two pastimes more, but the time is up. In 1456, that is about 1535 or something like that, 34, in the month of Jyeshtha, Jyeshtha means July, June, July. Again on the Amavasya, means dark fortnight like today, he disappeared. Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, performed pastimes on this earth only 11 months after Mahaprabhu's departure. After Mahaprabhu departed, just after that 11 months, he also departed. So today is his appearance day. Whatever offences we might have committed at the lotus feet of Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, knowingly or unknowingly, may he free us from all those offences and give us one-pointed service and attachment towards service of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. We have not seen Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, but his non-different manifestation most towards Srila Gurudev. He has graced us, so may he free us from our offenses and give us an opportunity to serve his lotus feet and the lotus feet of his dearmost object of worship. Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट होम विष्णुपाद प्रम स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी भक्त वत्सल भगवान श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। भक्त प्रवर श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। सपरिकर श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन श्री श्री राधा गोविंद श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री गदाधर पंडित गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। तदीय शुभ आविर्भाव तिथि पूजा की जय। श्री श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।